Hello and welcome to the transcription explanation of this design. It was done using Loren Sherman's script, which uses a combination of dots and lines on these 4 different stems to make our consonants, and vowels are quite a bit trickier. They're these smaller circles, and they have different positions depending upon what vowel they are, and if they're attached on the line of the word circle, or on one of these 4 consonant stems. So this is kind of like a rough guide, kind of showing everything all in one picture, but this is honestly the more useful key, which shows every possible combination of consonant and vowel teams. So if we look at this E here, here's an E by itself just on the line of the word circle, because this is the word circle line. And then on a consonant stem, it's towards the middle. So consonant stem towards the middle. So this is a B, E, so B stem with an E on it. J, E, because J stem with an E in the middle of it. T, because this is a T stem with no lines or dots with an E on it. And then a THE, because this is a TH stem with no modifiers with an E on it. So if this was read as a word, you read bottom counterclockwise, this would be read E-B-G-T-Phi. E-B-G-T-Phi. So yeah. And then this is a punctuation, which would go on a sentence circle, which doesn't exist in this design, so there's no punctuation. So yeah. There's also some numbers in this design, specifically this thing right here, which I'll get to when I get to it. But let's go ahead and read this. So we start at the bottom and work our way loosely counterclockwise. We've got this like little section here, and then these guys here. So here we have our first word circle, this guy, and there's just one little circle on it with one line. So this is a little circle, because it's like these guys, which are also little circles. So it's a vowel, and it's just got one line on it coming towards the middle. So this is an I, because it's got a line going towards the middle, just like all of these. And that line, it can curve, it can be straight, it can make almost a circle, whatever. But what matters is where it ends, and it ends on that vowel stem, so that counts there. So this is an I. Then here's our next word. Here's the bottom of the word circle. This is the first stem you hit. It is a circle inside the word circle, so we're in this row. And there are 3 dots with it. 1, 2, 3 dots. And those dots, again, can be outside, inside, on the line, wherever, so long as they are closer to this stem than anything else. They count here. So 3 dots on this stem makes this an L. And then we have a circle on the line of the word circle. So, not on the line of the word circle, on the line of the consonant stem. So on a J stem, so if we look at the J stems here, an O is like a bead on a string attached to that. So right there's our O. So L, O. Continuing around, this looks like it could be an apostrophe, quotation mark, sorry, but it connects back up to a letter. Because normally, same thing here. Stems, these lines for the punctuation marks would go to a sentence circle, not to a word circle or a letter stem or anything else other than the sentence circle. So this is just a safe place to end the line. So we end the line here. We end the line here. There's safe places to end lines coming from words. So anyway, this is just the line from this U. But here's our next stem. It's a shallow divot. So it's 50% or less completed. So it's an arc, not a more than 50% completed, like omega shape. And on it, there's this little line that ends on it. So even though this line makes like an almost circle, it ends here and it ends here. So this ending on that stem makes it count for one line. So that is a V on a shallow divot. And then last but not least, we have that E on the line of the word circle. So E's are on the line of the word circle. Everything else is either got a line on it or is inside or outside the word circle. So that's an E. So L-O-V-E, love. And then here's our next word. Here's the bottom of it. And then we have this thing here. This is a circle on the line of the word circle. So it's this stem. And on it, there's one dot here. And even though this dot's pretty far away, these guys are just vowels. And vowels never have dots. They've only got lines sometimes. And those lines have to end on the stems. So this dot's got to go somewhere. And this is still the closest stem to it. So it goes with this stem. So 1, 2 dots need a home. So those 2 dots make this a Y, even though this dot is like kind of way far away from that dot, but that's because I wanted them to be in line on here. Anyway, so 1 dot, 2 dot makes that a Y, and then we have an O on the line of that stem. So just like this guy, even though this is pretty big for no, but this is a big word, so it works to make the vowels grow in size with the words that grow in size. Anyway. Y, O, continuing around here, we have our last vowel. Again, it's a smaller circle, so just like this, and this. It's a smaller circle, and it's got a line going outwards. So U's have lines going outwards, away from the word circle. So this is a U. And again, that line can curve. So YOU. So I love you. And then we have this thing. We'll get to this triangle bit at the end because, yeah, it still works out. This still says 3, 0, 0, 0, 3 with, anyway, we'll get to that. But let's go ahead and look at these. So this is just some minimalistic Gallifreyan. It is the simplest possible kind of style where you just make the sentence kind of go in a circle and, you know, it'll start at the bottom and go counterclockwise, and there are gaps when there are word gaps. So T, shallow divot, no modifiers. H, 2 lines on a deep divot. 3 dots on a shallow divot, R, and then 2 E's. So 3, and then we have a TH with an O on it, then a U, 3 lines on that S, A, N has 1 line, and then 3 dots on that D. So 3,000. Now let's take a look at this thing. So it's got a bunch of concentric, normally they would be circles, but I made them triangles because arc reactor. But if we look at each kind of space between these digit rings, that's a decimal place or a digit. So these spaces are where you put things that tell you what number's in this place. And then this thick one, a noticeably thicker one, is the decimal point at the end of the number. So here we have a 1, 2, 3 lines crossing through this center plane, and those 1, 2, 3 lines mean that this is a number 3. You'd use like a circle or a dot to count for 5, so you don't have to put like 9 little lines in it somewhere, but just up to 4 lines, and then a dot would be 9. But 1, 2, 3 lines makes this a 3, and then in this one, there's nothing, so that's a 0. In this one, there's nothing, and in this one, there's nothing. So 3, 0, 0, 0, decimal point. So 3,000 or 3,000. So yeah, that's this design. I think it's really cool, and I'm glad I got like kind of an arc reactor looking thing in here. It'd be really cool to do like kind of a blue glow coming from this on the tattoo. But anyway, that's this, and I hope you love it.